25 Sports. I'm Noah Powell. Another amazing week of sports is behind us, so let's get straight to this week's topics. We have the instant classic between the Lightning and the Blue Jackets. We have the Cleveland Indians pitchers violating Corona protocol. We have Tuukka Rask surprise opt-out for the NHL playoffs. We have Alex Smith's long-awaited return, and a little more college football season update and Justin Fields' new petition. Let's get our timers ready, and give me 5. So we'll start with the fun stuff. Blue Jackets and the Lightning played an absolute instant classic. 5 overtimes, 6 hours of play, amassing for the 4th longest game in NHL history. It came down to a 3-2 win in favor of the Lightning, scoring in the, obviously, 5th overtime period. But in this game, we had records on top of records broken. One being Blue Jackets goalie Jonas Korpisalo with 85 out of 88 saves. Unbelievable. This is the NHL record, and it goes back to 1956 when the stat was first recorded, and that was only at 73 goals. So he shattered the record. Unfortunately, couldn't get the dub, so heart goes out to you, Jonas. But we also have Seth Jones amassing 65 minutes of time on ice, which is another record since the stat was first recorded in 1936. Right now, Tampa Bay's up 2-1 in the series. They play their next game today, so we'll see what happens, but absolute amazing game. Now, more serious note, we have Cleveland Indians pitchers Zach Plesac and Mike Clevenger violating Corona protocol. So they got caught on team camera recording back to the hotel, and supposedly they went out to dinner with a group of 8 and then went back to their friend's house, opened a pack of baseball cards, and then went back. And they got caught, so obviously they're placed on the restricted list, violating the rules. The issue we have here is, again, like I said my same point on Lou Williams, I was not happy when he did it. I think it's a complete selfish move. I understand it's not easy going through following protocols and being isolated on your own. But again, you're putting your team at risk, and you're putting others around you at risk, and the whole entire league at risk, who other people are sacrificing. I think you could suck it up and make changes. Plesac posted a long Instagram video explaining that he's sorry, but he feels that he's being made to look like a bad person, a bad teammate, and he believes that he's still following proper Corona protocol management, but still, you did it, dude. You couldn't wait? Why do you really need to go out? It's selfish. Next, Tuukka Rask. Surprise opt-out of the NHL playoffs. Tuukka Rask, if you don't know, is the goalie for the Boston Bruins. Last year, once the Stanley Cup, lost the Game 7 in the finals. This year, came back, finished with the #1 record in the NHL before the break. And right before Game 3 of Round 1, about a couple hours before, Rask decided to opt out on the season. The reason he decided to opt out is because he just couldn't handle being away from his family, which is completely understandable. He has 3 daughters at home, one a newborn, and his wife. His newborn was born in April, and he said that he just could not handle being away for so long. But what does this mean for the Bruins, losing your top goalie? But more than that, Game 3 this season has been going. He's been dealing with this, and we have to understand that there's definitely other players dealing with this issue of being homesick and missing family, especially newborns, and other situations that they're scared of in their head. So keep your eye out. We might see other star NHL players or even other sports star players decide to opt out late notice because they cannot handle the bubble lifestyle. Alex Smith, amazing return. What a story. So if you don't know Alex Smith, he was a quarterback for the Washington Redskins at the time. He's been in the league for a little bit. Chiefs, Niners, Redskins. 21 months ago was when his injury happened. He was sacked against the Houston Texans and had a spiral compound fracture to his tibia and fibula, and then got sepsis in his infection and almost died. He went through 17 surgeries to save his life and to get his leg back together. And after all this time, 21 months, he's finally returned back to the field today for training camp. He's cleared off the list and he's back out there competing. This injury is worse than Joe Theismann, which is an injury that many people know, who happened to be another Redskins legend quarterback, or not legend, but Redskins quarterback, who also had a career-ending injury like this. But for Alex Smith, it was a career-ending. The determination of what this dude did between the 20-month time frame, beating death and all odds to come back on the field, is amazing. And he's a chance to start, so we'll have to see what he can do out on the field. Last but not least, college football season update. So where we left off, we weren't sure what conferences we're going to play, not play. So I want to finalize real quick that the Pac-12 and the Big Ten are 100% postponing their season until spring. We're evaluating that. But Justin Fields is not happy about that. He said last week he did the We Want to Play movement. Now he started a petition on Sunday that as of this morning had over 233,000 signatures in the support of allowing players to decide whether or not they want to opt in or opt out of the season. There's been a lot of support from other players in the Big Ten, the conference, from rival school Michigan and his own center, Myers. And the reason they're saying they also want the ability to opt in is they believe that they are going to be more safe. I can't put my own thought into this because there's not enough data out there. We don't know for sure, but his reasoning, I can't say he's wrong for his reasoning, but his reasoning for him believing that he's more safe is due to while they're at school, they're going to be, all the people that are around, they're getting tested at least 2 to 3 times weekly, and they're following a strict protocol rather than being home and not having access to test. Ran out of time right there. I think we should talk about that way more in the comments and see your thoughts on players being able to opt in or opt out of the college football season. But what other highlight moments do you guys think that happened this week? I want to hear it. Let's hear in the comments. Let's keep the dialogue going. And that's 5.